Hey guys, Outdoor Otaku here. I am filming this from my car because my house is very messy. I'll explain why in a moment. Sorry there hasn't been any videos recently. I've been really busy with work, which has been making me stressed, which makes me not want to run or work out. Which I haven't been. I haven't been hiking, running, or backpacking much at all. So this hasn't been much to film, and also filming is a lot of work. I'm also going to be moving soon, so my apartment is a mess, and there's no good place to film. The table I was using is like covered with crap. So I'm just going to be filming from my car, and I'm too lazy to set up outside. This is just going to be a first impression video of the Jungle King 30-liter backpack, which you see right here, and the Nashville Cutaway, which you see right here. Now, this isn't really a super fair comparison, just because the Jungle King is like $55 and the Nashville Cutaway is like, I think, $200. Then you have to buy the straps separately, which is another $100. However, they're both new packs, and I just really wanted to try them. I was feeling inspired today to go run and try these packs. That's what buying things does to you. You know, it guilts you into running. I just need to buy something new every time I want to go on a run. Anyways, I'd be broke by that point. Yeah, let's go hit the trails. I'm not gonna do that much. I'm probably only gonna do 2 miles each pack. We'll see. The packs are filled with stuff, and it's roughly maybe 13-14 pounds per pack. Oh, and I forgot to mention, I'm actually filming this intro after I ran. So I'm going to give you the too long didn't watch summary, as always. The Jungle King is not a terrible pack, but it's definitely not as comfortable as the Nashville Cutaway. The Nashville Cutaway, these straps are just so much more comfortable. Plus, the Jungle King is not as comfortable as the Energy C9 111. And the price difference between the Jungle King and the Energy is only, I think the Jungle King is like $55, the Energy is like $70, so that's a $15 price difference. It's not big. So I can't see why someone would take the Jungle King over the Energy unless those $15 are really gonna, break the bank for them, or they just really prefer the Jungle King aesthetic. I did do some mods on the Jungle King, which I will show you later. Now, like I said, this is just the first impression. A 2-mile run can't tell you much. Well, I think it can tell you if the backpack is absolute trash, because if it's trash, then it's going to be uncomfortable. However, in terms of like long-term durability, or like, how does this bag feel after like a 30-mile hike? This is not for that. I don't think I ever showed you guys my running setup. So here's the Jungle King. I'm going to start off with this. I got this new Energy water bottle with a straw, just testing it out. Usually I use the Raid Light bottles or the DIY bottle I made. However, this one was like $10. It is circular, so it's not as comfortable, but it's not bad either, and it fits the Jungle King pockets really well. I am using an Energy running belt. I like this to keep my phone in and keep snacks in, and also it helps me because sometimes when I run, my shirt likes to ride upwards. This helps me keep my shirt down. I'm using the Cos headphones, and actually I'm going to be running, I don't even know if you can see, I'm going to be running in sandals. This year I started running and hiking in sandals. Alright, I just finished my first run. That was about 2.5 miles, 10-minute per mile pace, so 6 miles per hour trail run. I'm pretty satisfied with that. That's usually the pace I like to stay at, 6 miles per hour, if there's no elevation, of course. Once you get elevation, that can drop down to like 3 or even less. But anyways, I was going to do the Nashville Cutaway test right after. However, the wife wants to go to an adult playground, aka Costco.
Guess what I found? Coffins. They sell baby formula and they sell coffins. You can literally buy everything you need from birth to death. Oh my God.
I'm sure you know. So we're gonna go ahead to Costco. I think that makes sense anyways. I can do the test tomorrow for the cutaway on a fresh day. That way I'm not tired, I'll be fresh. Okay, I lied about going to Costco. Jasmine texted me and then like 2 minutes later I texted back and then she just never replied. So I'm just gonna run and the moment she calls me, I'll stop. So it might not be the full 2.6 miles, but I don't think it's gonna matter because I think I already know that this Nashville Pack's cutaway is going to be more comfortable because I just loaded it up with the same gear, same exact gear. The pack weight might be a difference of maybe like an ounce or so at max. We'll see. I'm gonna weigh both packs once I'm home. But this is a lot more comfortable and a lot more comfortable. And like I'm tired now. My shoulders aren't super sore. I only did it like a 2.5 mile run, but if it was equal to the Jungle King or if it was more uncomfortable to the Jungle King, then my shoulders should be more sore. Anyways, let's go run. I just finished my run with the Nashville Cutaway. I only did 1.5 this time. Same pace, 10 minutes per mile, 6 miles per hour. Wow, I am impressed. I guess I should be impressed. I mean, it's like what, $200 pack? And then you have to buy the straps? I'm not sure what the retail is. I bought it used. I got a good price on it used. But I think retail is like $200, maybe $300 if you include the straps, because the straps are separate. But yeah, it's a lot more comfortable than I thought, because these straps are also just like mesh. They have no rubber on the inside. However, these are thicker than the Jungle King, and they just distribute the weight better and evenly. I think it has to do with like the stretch of the material and just like the construction. This one, because it's not that stretchy, it can evenly distribute the weight across the whole surface, compared to the Jungle King, where you see this gray fabric and this black fabric. It feels like, now I'm not sure, I have to test it more, but it feels like this gray fabric is stretchier than the black fabric, and because of that, when it's loaded, the black parts of the fabric are under more tension and dig into your shoulders more. Does that make sense? Hopefully that makes sense. Yeah, I'm glad I got this pack. it was a really good deal. Anyways, I'm gonna go home and I'll do a more thorough recap, but this pack is definitely the winner in terms of comfort, not in terms of price though, unless you can get a good deal. Welcome back. For you, not for me. I've been sitting in my car the whole time. I haven't moved. Just alone, talking to myself, while my neighbors probably watching me, thinking I'm crazy. Anyways, let's start with the Jungle King pack, because that's the first pack I ran with. Firstly, I want to go over the mods I made with it. Again, apologies for the camera angle. I'm lazy. I know this angle isn't the greatest, but please bear with me. Firstly, I removed the hip build pockets. I literally just cut them off. You can see they were attached like right here at the side. The side bottom of the pack. You can just cut them off. It's not going to damage the main pack. Of course, these hip builds are now kind of useless, but the main pack, it's not going to fray here. You know, you can just cut it off without worrying about that. So both hip build pockets have been cut off just because I don't use them and they're not comfortable anyways. There was a buckle that went on the side of the pack. Let me see if I can show you this properly. Okay, here's the side of the pack, right? Here's the water bottle pocket. This buckle started from the bottom inside of the water bottle pocket and would attach to right here, the top of the roll top. So as you roll down the roll top, you can buckle it to the buckle I removed, like right here. The reason why I removed it is because this pack already has a Y strap compression system for the top. So you really don't need, you don't need both. You can just roll it down, clip the top like this, and then use the Y strap to compress it down. You don't need the ones on the side. So I cut those off. Where did I just put them? Yeah, anyways, I cut them off. And lastly, I removed the frame, which was actually more difficult than I thought because it's not easily removable. You kind of have to cut open the bag. However, you can see there's still, there's like this mesh section you can cut off. And that's what I did, and I just took it out. I didn't cut all the way to the edge. You see, I only cut like the middle section. That way I can slide in a sit pad in this section if I wanted to use a if I wanted to use a frame, like a soft frame, not like an actual frame. Anyways, yeah, the frame it came with is complete trash. I mean, you can just look at this. This is the worst frame I've ever seen. Like, what is this material? I mean, firstly it came like bent, okay? Because they had to like compress the bag in a very small bag, so it came like this. And this foam is complete trash. Not even that. It's just glued. It's glued on. It's not even glued on like evenly. Anyways, remove this. Like, I wouldn't even recommend. Even if you want to use a frame, don't use this shitty frame. Okay, remove it and put something else in there. So those were the mods I removed, and that actually helped me save a lot of weight. I'll post the before and after weight on the screen right now. So how do I like the bag? The bag is nice. It has a decent amount of features. I'm just gonna go over them quickly. This is not a deep dive. You know, water bottle pocket, side compression. It's static. There's also buckles for the side compression. It has a big back stretchy pocket, hydration bladder pocket, and I think most importantly for a fast pack, it has these vest style straps with water bottle pockets. But the biggest issue is that it's just not that comfortable. The moment I started running, I could feel it digging into my shoulders. I can feel slight pain. It's not excruciating pain, but it's compared relative to the Cutaway, relative to the Energy C9111, it's not as comfortable. And the price of this pack is so similar to the Energy. It's only, I think, a $15 difference. I really can't recommend this pack if you can get the Energy for just $15 more. Like, it's not a terrible pack. I'm sure there's some people out there who have really strong shoulders where these straps won't be a concern at all. But for the majority of people, I believe it'd be better to just stick with the Energy. The only reason I'd see someone would get this over the other if they like the aesthetics of this pack more, or I think the one feature that this pack has that the Energy doesn't have is this Y strap at the top. Other than that, the Energy has all the same features, if not even more. Now for the Nashville Cutaway, I am actually very impressed and surprised with the performance of this pack. I guess I shouldn't be because the pack is very expensive. However, I thought due to these straps, which are just mesh, there's no foam in this at all. I thought these straps were going to be uncomfortable, and I thought it was going to feel like a lot of the other packs I've used that have only mesh straps. For example, like the Jungle King, Black Diamond Distance, the Monty Equipment Fastpack I was using. However, they distributed the weight very, very well, and it was even after using the Jungle King first and having my shoulders be a little sore and then putting on this pack, like, my shoulders weren't sore at all, which was just, I mean, it was really nice using this pack. It was a joy to use. It reminded me a lot like the Energy, and I think the Energy definitely deserves a 1-to-1 comparison with the Cutaway because they are a lot more similar, at least in terms of comfort, than the Cutaway and the Jungle King. I'm not going to go over the details of the Cutaway. I mean, it's a pretty popular pack, and there's been many reviews you can find online. So, I mean, I might do one of my own later on. But yeah, I think the Cutaway definitely wins this round. Later on, I'll do a review of the Alnergy versus the Cutaway. I might do a tier list, actually. Let me know what you guys would like to see. A tier list of all the fast packs I have, or maybe like a 1-to-1 comparison. I mean, the 1-to-1 comparison, I guess, will be included in the tier list. It's just, we'll see. Maybe I'll do both. But anyways, thank you for watching. Happy trails.